Good morning. I'm just leaving Bears Den Hostel. You can see back there behind me. As you can see, we had snow yesterday. It's not as much snow right now as there was yesterday. It rained a little bit and it's starting to warm up slightly. It's still probably in the upper 30s. It's crazy. But I hope I'm going the right way right now. I'm debating whether to stop at the Blackburn AT Center, 8 miles, or go to David Lester Shelter, which is about 11 miles. So I'll figure that out here in a minute, as soon as I make sure I'm going the right direction. Okay, I got a little turned around up there. I went down the driveway toward the nature trail rather than down the blue spur trail back to the AT. So I'm where I need to be. This is where I'm going, down that way. And it's very chilly, so I got to get moving so I get the blood flowing. So here we go. As you can see, got some snow, some crusty ice to deal with this morning after that freak late winter, actually early spring snowstorm yesterday. Got to be real careful. I'm not going to put my spikes on. It doesn't look bad enough for the spikes, but I do have them in case I need them. I just worry about a patch of ice or a rock that is covered in ice. It'll be very slick, very easy to slip. So I'm going to be very careful this morning. Pick my way across these snowy, icy rocks and the soft dirt and mud. Either going to Blackburn AT Center in 8 miles or the David Lester Memorial Shelter in about 11 miles. I'll decide that when I get to the Blackburn AT Center, see how I feel, see how the weather is. It would make for a short day today, and I'd get a bunk at the AT Center. It's free, can have a bunk and recharge my electronics, even though they're already charged. They also give you a free soda, I think, when you arrive. Be nice if it's going to be a real cold night, be nice to be out of the cold. But that does add another 3 or 3.2 miles to my hike tomorrow. It turns tomorrow's 11-mile hike into a 14-mile hike. And then it makes 2 back-to-back 14-mile hikes. 14-mile hike into and past Harper's Ferry to the either the hostel or the campground that's nearby, and 14 miles from there to the next shelter where I want to stay. I think it's called Rock something. Anyway, and then Friday do a half-day hike, get picked up around between 2 and 3 by a shuttle, which I still have to arrange, and be taken back to Harper's Ferry so I can get my mail before the post office closes at 4 on Friday. I then get to the Town's Inn and check into my room, and then do a pack explosion, go through everything, decide what I'm keeping, what I'm sending home, what I'm putting into my bounce box that I've been carrying, that I have a lot of excess of things. I've been sending myself too much stuff in my resupply boxes. Either that or my resupply boxes are being sent too frequently. So I've got to figure that logistics out. But in any event, I'm going to stop filming now because I got a lot of rocks and ice and snow to pick my way across here. So as you can see, the sun came out, but the wind is still really strong. I don't know how well you can hear me. I've decided I think I'm going to stop for the night, 3 miles short of my original plan, and stop at the Blackburn AT Center because they have bunks indoors. I think there's even a wood-burning stove. I hope there's a bunk available. And I just don't want to be in this wind. It's going to be hard to set up a tent. It's going to be noisy all night. It's going to be drafty. Hard to stay warm. It's just not going to make for a good night's sleep. Noisy with the wind and the trees. And also I saw one tree drop a branch up ahead. I heard a crack. I looked and I saw a branch falling off a tree. And before that I had heard another tree. I didn't see the branch fall, but I heard a loud crack, sounded like a rifle shot. So it's just super windy. I hear there's gusts of up to 40 miles an hour It's just, you know, if I can avoid having to stay outside in this, I will, because I'm still 2 days ahead of schedule, even if I cut my walk short today. It'll make for a longer walk tomorrow, 14 miles, but hopefully if the trail is more like this, there's a lot fewer rocks right now, I'll be able to handle that. So sorry the audio is probably really bad, but it's super windy out here. Okay, the wind has picked up. There's a little lull in the wind right now. But when I look out in the horizon there, you probably can't see this, but there's a definite low cloud layer. It looks a little bit light gray blowing toward me. I don't like the looks of that. I don't know if that's rain or snow or just wind and fog or what. But I gotta start moving, because if that's precipitation, I'm gonna have to throw on my rain suit. This day is going from bad to worse. So here you can see the trees blowing around and the wind really getting whipped. Not a good sign. So as you can see, there's blue skies and sun on that side. You can see, you know, the trees are green, everything looks normal. And then you look across to this side, and there's this dark gray smudge of a sky blowing in this way. See the sun on this side of the trees? But something dark gray is out there coming this way. I just worried that it's going to be some snow flurries or snow pellets, or hopefully not hail. I don't hear any thunder, so it doesn't seem to be electrical. I am a little concerned until I can get down farther, though. So I'm moving quick. Okay, this is my last glimpse of the horizon and the gray clouds that are blowing in. The trees are really blowing. You can probably hear the wind. I don't know how well you can hear me, but whatever this is, it's blown in over there where I came from. It may just be wind and low cloud cover, but there could also be precipitation in there. I don't want to take my chances. I got to get moving. I got to get down this mountainside, and there's a lot of rocks ahead of me. So I got to be careful. I got to pick my way down. I got to get on the other side of this mountain so that thing blows over the top of me, and hopefully I'll have time to put on my rain jacket if there is precipitation in this system, whatever this is. But this thing came out of nowhere. Nobody said anything at the hostel, and I asked guys who were checking the weather, and they said sunny in the mid-40s today. So this thing came out of nowhere. It's like kind of sunny and partly blue skies on the other side of the mountain. So whatever this thing is, it's coming up fast, and it's very unexpected. So I'm getting out of here. So as you can see, I'm down in a gap right now. I've got a mountainside here on this side. If I turn around 180, that's the mountainside I just came down right there. Wound my way down. So that storm, whatever it was passing over where I had been. It looked like it was moving about south of where I was, and I'm 2.8 miles from where I started. So in 2 hours, I've gone 2.8 miles because of the rocks and the uphill and the downhill. So I've got to pick up my pace a little bit. It's 5.2 miles to the Blackburn AT Center. If I decide to stay there for the day, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to wait till about 11. It's 10:30 now. I'm going to wait till 11 to make sure that system has missed me. Then I'll stop. I'll have my morning snack. That'll be probably, I'll be about a little over 4 miles from the Blackburn Center, so I'll be almost halfway there. So I'll take my snack, and then I'll go to the Blackburn Center. I'll have my other snack, and then later this evening I'll have my dinner. I'll probably stay there tonight. Just this weather, it's cold and blowing. I'd prefer not to have to set up my tent in this and then break it all down in the morning. That way I can get a good night's sleep inside a lodge in a bunk, and I get an early start tomorrow. I can start out about 7 a.m. I'll have a 14-mile day. That'll be probably a good 8 hours of hiking, depending on the terrain. It'll take me through Harper's Ferry, and I'll go past there, and I'll either stay at the hostel. There's a hostel just outside of Harper's Ferry, or there's also a campground where they have bunks, or you can tent there, and there's a little camp store. So that's my plan, and then I'll go past Harper's Ferry. Thursday I'll go to the next shelter up past Harper's Ferry, and then, or probably 2 shelters up. And then Friday I'll do a half day of hiking, and I'll get picked up by the shuttle between 2 and 3, go back to Harper's Ferry, get to the post office by 4, and then go to the Town's Inn and check in for the weekend. All right. Do not adjust your monitor. There's nothing wrong with it. Those are indeed snowflakes, snow pellets. Not sure what you want to call them, but they're starting to fall. I don't know how long it's going to last, but there's kind of a big gray cloud up there. You can't win. It gets too hot, you hope it's colder. When it gets cold, you hope it's hotter. And it's one or the other, but you never get exactly what you want. Oh well. Well, as you can see, I am done with the roller coaster. This is the northern end. So, some tough spots in it. Wasn't terrible. I'm hoping things smooth out a little bit for the next few days. Because, you know, I wouldn't want to do that over and over, but it's good preparation for the stuff to come. So, you know, who knew that I was going to be finishing it in the snow? Here the other day I said, oh, spring is sprung, everything's budding. Now everything's like freezing and probably going to die again, all the flowers. But at least I'm done with the roller coaster, so onward and upward. Hopefully not upward, hopefully just onward. Maybe onward and downward, maybe that's better. Telephone pole, AT north to the left. And then down the guardrail. North to the left. And up on the wooden post. North to the left. So if I'm going north, I'm going which way? Oh yeah, left. Even wrote it on the road. North, left. So for the second time, I have to cross a divided highway to get over to the trail again, which is directly across the street, right there in the center. So this is going to be fun. Another game of Frogger on the Appalachian Trail. Okay, as you can see, I made it across the busy highway. Wasn't too bad. I got lucky, found a break in the traffic. Now I'm heading up the hill, I guess. The trail goes up there. So, it's cold, so I gotta get moving again. Well, I've done it. I've made it to the West Virginia state line. This is cause for celebration. I don't have any champagne. Well, I've made it to the side trail, to the Blackburn AT Center. So I think I'm gonna head down there for the day. I could go another 3 miles, but why chance it? I'll just go down. I'll see if they got bunks available. I don't even see it. Apparently it's down a steep hill. All right, well, here I go. Well, it seems I'm the first hiker here in the hiker cabin at the Blackburn AT Center, so let me give you a quick look around quickly. Yes. So, there we have one of the entrance doors, obviously. Window, several windows, a couple of bunks. There's no mattresses, so you have to use your inflatable seat pads. You got some firewood, a little broom, some paper, map. Wood burning stove. Keep it warm in here at night, I guess. Some books and cards. And then the other bunks, obviously. And a chair and the other door. So that's about it on the inside. It's pretty small, as you can see. So I'm going to kind of claim the bottom bunk over here, I think.